everybody, and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jada and I go by the mintsimmer. If you're a returning watcher, hi pookies. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little tutorial, and I'm going to be talking and explaining how I like to get my cinematic shots or film my cinematic intros and outros, as you've seen on both of my Let's Play series that I have on the channel. I've learned a lot just in the journey of being a content creator, and yeah, I just want to share all of my tips and tricks with you guys today, everything that I've picked up and I'm still learning to this day. But yeah, things that I have that I like to do now, I just kind of want to go over those things with you guys to show you how I get, how I get my cinematic shots. So yeah, let's get right into it, okay? Okay, so before we even get started into how I do things, I want to go over what I use. So more importantly, I do want to disclose I do have a custom built PC. My graphics are set to ultra for my game because I have a graphics card and like RAM and everything that can handle that. You can still definitely get this look, but in terms of quality wise, it is going to depend on your graphics card and kind of like those specs of the computer that you're using. So I just want to disclose that here. My graphics settings are pretty much set to like the highest setting. So that is going to have slightly an effect on how yours comes out, but you can still very much get the look and feel with reshade, which is the next thing I want to get into. Reshade is what I use to get this, as you can see right here with Adeline. We have a beautiful blurred background. I would be nothing without reshade, and I can just say that right now, okay? It's literally my holy grail. It's what I use. And the reshade, I get this question a lot, but I use Serene 2.0 by Amelie. That is my base one that I use for gameplay. And then lastly, you are going to need something to, of course, record. If you're new to this, if this is like your first introduction to just filming in general, I do use OBS to record my videos. I have a playlist of videos that I used learning everything that I use to learn how to make content specifically for Sims. So I'll have all of those videos in a playlist linked down below if you guys are interested. But if you are kind of past that point and you have all of your preferred settings for reshade or G-shade and you're ready to go and you just want to learn how to use the camera, I will show y'all right now, okay? So we're here and I pretty much just want to make a TikTok with this footage, and I want to basically highlight the build, but I use my Sims here, Adeline and Kaysen. They're just on a date, okay? And then we have Miss Moon here. We have her horse Moon, and she's here. So we're gonna get B-roll, we're gonna get footage of the horse, them being cute and doing their thing, okay? So I use the Sims 3 camera. For me personally, Sims 3 camera, I've just gotten used to that, and that is just something that I prefer because it allows you to use your mouse scroll and you can go up, fully up and get like a top-down shot, or you can come all the way down and then you can go from left to right freely. And this just allows me to get really tight angles sometimes, really like off-kilter angles. So let me put my reshade back on. So if you go into your free camera mode, which is tab, so you're in tab, and so now you have full screen camera mode. I use a set of keys that come with the camera setting. S is move backwards, W, move forward, D, right, A, left, okay? Z is zoom in, and you can zoom all the way in, which helps a lot for me. Z is zoom out, which as you can see, comes all the way out. Q is panning down. E is going up, okay? With the camera settings for Sims 3 camera and the hotkeys together, I can get some really funky angles and get really creative with how I plan my scene out. But I use Wicked Whims to pose my Sims. It's become the easiest method for me. Go here to Wicked and then pose. And then you're going to get your pose. So for me, I did have a folder open because I was kind of figuring out what animations I wanted to use for today's video. But I have quite the bit of These are both poses for pictures and animation. I think right now I'm going to start off with rascgal. Yes, so we'll use rascgal. And let me see. Do we want them to hug? Do we want them to kiss? Let's have them kiss. Their pose is active, so they're doing the pose, but obviously they're not in place. So I need to position them. And this is why I prefer Wicked Whims to pose. So we're going to click on our sim, more choices. It's just going to pull up Wicked menu only because they're posed. And then you go to actions here and then enable positioning. Okay, so it's going to bring up this little menu, or I guess like this set of buttons. So these are our directions. So as you can see, we have front, back, right, and left. The blue ones are for positioning up and down. And then obviously our arrows are for rotations. And then this pink one in the middle is going to be where you can change your values for how far your buttons are going to move, if that makes sense. So let's say right now for Adeline, I'm going to move her closer. And then I'm going to rotate her. Because I want her to face this way. So that's for Adeline. We have her set. So all you have to do is click the pink button again and then hit disable positioning and then it'll take it away. And then for Kaysen, we're going to position him. So for Kaysen, I don't want to move him too far. So we're going to go to position increment. Position is for the green arrows and the blue. So position increment, you can do 0.01, 0.05, 0.5, and then 1. Usually, I think it starts off with like 0.5, but I want to do 0.05 so it doesn't go all over the... And then I move my camera around where I'm able to position him the way that I want, because we want the arm to touch the other arm. So that's pretty much what my objective is right now. So I'm going to change his position increment to 0.01 because I only need him to move like just a smudge, right? So as you can see, it is a little bit of trial and error for the positioning, but what I like for Wicked Whims posing is that you have pretty much free reign. So especially if you use height sliders and things like that, Wicked Whims allows you to completely control the positioning for your pose in the animation, and it just makes it a little bit easier to where you're not too worried. Okay, so let me see. All right, so I think we're good. Let me test this out. Very cute, right? So now we have our first scene set up. And I'm going to put back my reshade. Period. So I kind of really like this angle where you can see everything in the background. I think it's really pretty. Before I even get into camera and panning and all that fun stuff, I want to go over some of these effects that I use. So the main one that I really want to go over is relight. So this is the Quint relight effect on reshade. And as you can see, with it on, you have a light casting at the top. Without it, you turn it off. And this allows you to literally make points of light. And you can move them anywhere. So you see I have the blue light here. I can turn it to green. Oh my gosh, that's so bright. But my point is to show like how much creative freedom you have with relight. It allows you to really set a tone of a scene, and I literally don't know what I would do without it, genuinely. So if you guys were wondering how people are getting that certain look, it's relight, okay? And I will have it linked down below where I was able to download it, and there was a tutorial attached to that. It's a Tumblr post, but I'll have it linked down below, okay? Our next big one that I want to talk about is ADOF, which is depth of field, okay? So as you can see, with it on, the background is blurred. With it off, it is not. So as you can see, depth of field is on, the background is blurred. If you download Serene 2.0, you will have the settings that I have in my game for a DOF, depth of field, okay? So that's that, and I have it to where I have a hotkey on it, so I'm just gonna take it away. And then for cinematic depth of field, that one is a lot more fun for me and a little bit more flexible because it really allows you to pick and choose what is in focus. So that really kind of helps you get really, really creative on picking out your scene. Okay, so now that we have our scene set up, I want to show you guys our points that we're going to be using, like point A, point B, point C, point D. On your keyboard, you are able to use hotkeys and create your camera points. So if you hit Control and either you use 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, you can angle your camera where it is, hit Control 5 through 9, or for instance, let's say right now we'll use Control 5 as our first point. And then you get your next angle, so on and so forth. You're going to be able to control where your camera moves. So let me show you guys an example. So I did have points set up for 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So this is 5, we're here. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so it gives you a lot of range of motion, and you can just use what happens when and where. It's really up to you, and this is where you have to get creative with it and have fun with it for sure. Yeah, but it allows you to really get angles, and yeah, I use it a lot, and that's literally how I get my pans in. So this is our point 5. So I just want to go a little bit back, and not a lot too, because I want it to move very slowly. So I'm going to go to my keyboard again, and I'm going to hit down, the down arrow. 1. We'll do it with just 1 time. Maybe 2. We'll do 2. And then I'm going to hit Control and keyboard 6. Okay. So I'm going to hit 5 again. Hit 6. As you can see, we have that movement, and it's a slow movement. So now I'm going to get my scene completely ready, my depth of field, make sure it's on, and we're good to go. We're in focus. I'm going to hit play on my keyboard, and then boom. All right, so when you put all of these things together and you just get creative and you have fun with it, which is the most important thing, you're gonna create some really cool stuff. So I really hope that you guys learned something from today's video. Yeah, I don't know, that's really pretty much it. It's a quick little tutorial. If you're looking for new Let's Plays to watch, I have 2 on my channel that I would love to share with you guys. And hopefully you stay. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, Pookie, thank you guys for hanging out today, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.